Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. You might notice that I'm dressed a little differently than normal, and that's because I just finished the first weekend of the Michigan Renaissance Festival. I perform there every single year doing my contact juggling antics. This time we're going to teach you how to teach yourself the butterfly prayer technique, or the two-handed butterfly, or the prayer technique, or I don't know what you want to call it. It involves you doing the butterfly on the backs of both of your hands, back and forth, just like this. Before we move forward, I implore you and encourage you to look at my playlist section and check out my contact juggling tutorials and learn how to do the butterfly. It's the first video I posted on contact juggling, and I highly recommend you watch it in its entirety. I know it's very slow moving. It's at the beginning of my career as a content creator here on YouTube, and it might take a little bit of time to get to the actual material when it comes to learning how to do the butterfly, but it's full of useful information. I hope you can give it a chance and watch it in its entirety. If you don't have that much time, you can always check out how to do the butterfly in less than 5 minutes. That's a video I made a little more recently, and I wish I spent more time on how to catch on the back of the hand, which is the more difficult part in doing the butterfly, which is all the more reason I implore you and encourage you to check out my very first video on how to butterfly. You can find that video once again in my playlist section for contact juggling tutorials, or I'll even post a direct link down below in the description. Anyways, in order to learn how to do the two-handed butterfly technique or the prayer technique, what you want to do is learn how to use the back of your fingers. This comes back to the fundamentals of placing the ball on the back of your peace sign fingers and taking the time to slowly explore the back of the hand. This is a very important fundamental technique in the art of doing the butterfly or the two-handed butterfly, or in contact juggling in general. You want to get very familiar with the back of your peace sign fingers and rolling in that track. They call it the two-finger cradle, and I think it's very important to learn the two-finger cradle with both hands if one wants to learn how to do the two-handed butterfly or the prayer technique. So you spend some time rolling on the back of the fingers for a while, and that's all well and good. And then you're going to want to spend some time learning the other hand. Once again, you have to do both hands if you want to do this technique. But more importantly that, you want to really learn how to do the butterfly technique with both of your hands. Not just with the right hand, not just with the left hand, but with both of them. It'll make the prayer technique a lot more easy to understand and a lot more easy to execute. Another thing to note about doing the prayer technique is that when you're doing this technique, you're going through two sets of hands. I know that is obvious to the eye, but it feels really weird, and it feels like it should function a little bit differently. It just hits you a different way, and you have to really kind of push through in order to get it to go between the two sets of fingers this time. Whoa. And sometimes mistakes happen. Don't let that bother you, especially when you're nervous in front of a camera teaching tutorials on YouTube. Anyways, back to it. You want to get used to the backs of both of your fingers, and you want to learn that butterfly technique once again by watching my video, How to Butterfly, and by slowly take your time. Part of what makes these circus and flow arts fun is the element of play. If you play around when you're having fun learning how to do this, then you'll be a lot better off than getting real excited or really frustrated. The best practice and the best learning comes from a clear, receptive, relaxed mind. If you're excited or frustrated, it's probably a good idea to put the spheres down and come back and maybe practice a little bit later. Another fun way to ease your way into doing the two-handed prayer technique is the back of the hand to the palm pass, just like that. So once you get your butterflies down, you can butterfly both over to the side, connect your hands together, and let it roll over. Once again, butterfly over, go to the side, roll from back of the hand to the front of the hand, facing away. And as you do this, you can scoop up, back and forth each time. And eventually you'll find that you can just kind of join your hands together and do the technique a lot easier, just like that. And there you have it, folks. This is the two-handed butterfly technique, or the prayer pass, if you want to call it that, because you put your hands together in a prayer formation. And if you're really good, you can actually stop that ball right in the center like that. Now, I'm not that good, so I don't often do this because I mess up quite a bit, but I managed to land it on the first try on the camera, so hey, good for me. Anyways, folks, thanks very much for tuning in and watching this video on how to do the two-handed butterfly technique or the prayer technique. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. I hope it inspired you to do something new with your contact juggling practice. Please check out my playlist section here on my channel. I post daily here on YouTube. I post about a lot of different things, and the best way to figure out what I'm all about is to go to my playlist section and look at all the different playlists. I've organized all the content I've made so far this year in a different playlist to make it easier for you to find something that may pique your interest. And I have to just end the video this way today because of the garments that I'm wearing, because I work at the Michigan Renaissance Festival. namaste, but namaste go. I'd like to remind you all to never give up. Do your best, stay true to you, and be amazing. And what I mean by be amazing is to be the best version of who you are. Thanks again for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video. Good night. Bye-bye.